Good morning and welcome to Logscope Mobile. We're going to use core example, which we'll open just now, to show you how to plot continuous data in this video and discrete data in the next video. So we open the well and we have the data here. One of the first things I do is I like to see things wider when I'm doing this sort of work on an iPhone. So I rotate the plot so we have it in landscape mode. And then at the bottom of the screen you see all the grey icons, deviated plot on the far right, header on the far left. Select the crossplot and it will take you into the crossplots. And this is the crossplot that you will be presented with if it's the first crossplot you've ever opened. We will tap on the y-axis to get the y-axis, and we're going to make this the density log. When you tap on the y-axis, it says that the log is y-axis, but you change the log and we're going to choose the density. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tell it to reset the properties. So we type in the density, which is row B, and as you can see it's got the range from minimum 2.9 to maximum 1.9. And for the y-axis, we repeat the same process, but this time we're going to use the thermal neutron. And again, we need to change from preserve properties to reset properties. The reset properties allows it to use default properties for each particular curve. And there we have the plot, and you can use your fingers to move it around. The histograms auto update. You can pinch and squeeze, and so on. Other things you can do with the plot is you can look at points from a particular zone, and we'll choose zone B, and then you just hit close, and you can see just the points in zone B. If you use the arrows, blue arrows at the top of the screen, left and right either side of B, or whatever your zone is called, you can look at the points for each zone going back to all. First, at the top you've got a region button, and then you've got the crossplot. If you tap on that, you can see all the crossplots that are available. And then finally you have the setup button, which allows you to change things like bad hole, display, and facies, which is discussed in petrophysical evaluation. As with everything on the iPhone, you tap on the histograms and you will get the minimum, maximum, standard deviation and mean for each of the axes. So that's the X, the Y, and the Z axis, which is the gamma ray. Suppose you want to save the crossplot now so that you don't have to use it again. You just select the save button and you can save it as a project, global, export it to a directory that's attached to your iPhone, or email it to someone. So we're going to save this as this, and it already exists, so we overwrite it. Logscope has the ability to show a depth indexed plot that's interactive next to the crossplot, and this is done by swiping in from the right hand side of the iPhone. And at first time you do it, it shows the log analysis menu, but you can change that to parameters. And then if you tap the zones, you can scroll through the zones, and then if you hit the log analysis button, you get the plot, and you can change it to any plot that you like. In this case, we've done composite. When you have this plot, the region button becomes extremely handy, because if you select a region, we're going to add a region, you can actually highlight that region and it shows the points on the plot. You can delete the region flag, which is stored, by remove region, or you can clear the region by hitting clear regions, and that gets rid of the region. You can also show a particular group of points on the crossplot and also on the depth index track. like so. The region points that you select can be stored as battle flag, as region, or as a facies zone. And that's pretty much all there is to the basic cross-plotting in Logscope. As with the Windows version and all the other versions of Logscope, you can scroll and change all the log analysis parameters, and you can view all the crossplot types and all the parameter types and processes from the actual crossplot screen itself. So you can do pretty much the entire evaluation from a crossplot screen and then go back to the plots view to plot the final results. Thank you very much.